we will see the applications of a stable multivibrator, square wave oscillator. In a stable, we found that TA and TB, yeah, charging and discharging time period is different. So output T on and T off that are different. So we are not getting a square wave. In order to make a square wave, what we have to do is the same stable multivibrator. You need to connect a diode across RB. Here, this resistor and this port total together we consider it as RA, and here you can see RB. You have to keep a diode in such a way that the charging of capacitor is, this is VC, charging of the capacitor is done through RA and diode, okay, and discharging of the capacitor is done through RB. So by adjusting this port, we will get a perfect square wave. So here one capacitor is connected from terminal 4 to ground, that is C3 plus or minus 10 microfarad. It is decoupling capacitor. Okay, just, yeah. So here the capacitor C charges through RA and diode D to approximately 2 by 3 VCC and discharges through RB and terminal 7. Terminal 7 means it is transistor Q1 until the capacitor voltage equals approximately 1 by 3 VCC. Then cycle repeats. So in order to get a square wave, the duty cycle is 50%. Okay. Now next one is free running a ramp generator. So the unstable multivibrator can be used as a free running ramp generator when the resistors RA and RB are replaced by a current mirror. Now the figure, as you can see here, this side the same as unstable multivibrator. The capacitor is connected to 6 and 2. After that, RA and RB is replaced by a current mirror. This entire term is a current mirror. So here, yes, current mirror. Now, just go through this. A transistor, diode is connected between collector and base. Then here there is a resistor R, total resistor R, 2.7 kilo and a port of 1 kilo ohm connected in series form R, and it is grounded. And you can see the rest of the circuit is same as. So this is a current mirror circuit. Now how the function is, just the current mirror start charging the capacitor C towards VCC at a constant rate. So here, as you can see, the current mirror starts charging the capacitor to plus VCC with a constant rate. Now, constant, when the voltage across capacitor equals to 2 by 3 VCC, you know that comparator 1 turns the transistor, comparator 1 output is high, So flip-flop output is high. So transistor Q1 is on and C rapidly discharges through the transistor Q1. So C rapidly discharges C C rapidly discharges through the transistor Q1. Now you can see here the important thing is the capacitor is connected directly to pin number 267. So once this capacitor is charged in a constant rate by using the current mirror circuit. Okay, yeah. And output, once it is transistor is charging, the transistor Q1 is off. That means output is high. Okay, output is high. Once the capacitor just charges just above 2/3 VCC, comparator 1 output is high. Comparator 1 output is high, which makes flip-flops. You see the internal circuit of this fiber. Flip-flop output is high, which makes the transistor Q1 on. So what happens? The capacitor will be discharges. Capacitor voltage will be discharges through the terminal 7 through the Q1 very fast. It discharges very fast. So the capacitor will discharge fast. Okay. So when the capacitor is on, that time output is 0. Capacitor discharge. This is the capacitor discharges. That time output is 0. That means comparator is on. And if the capacitor voltage it reaches just below 1/3 VCC, so you know that it is again connected to 267. 6, there we are comparing with the 2/3 VCC. 2, that is connected to the negative terminal comparator 1, it is compared to 1/3 VCC. If this 2 is, the voltage at 2 is less than 1/3 VCC, comparator 1 output become 1 and flip-flop output become 0. Flip-flop output becomes 0. That means input to the output stage is 0. Output of output stage become high and input to the transistor Q1 is low. So the transistor is off. So what happened is again capacitor starts charging and output remains in the high. So you are getting a perfect ramp generator. And the time period of the ramp waveform is equal to the charging time and is approximately given by T is equal to VCC into C divided by 3 IC. So VCC into C divided by 3 IC. Now how you are getting IC? IC is nothing but, because it's a current mirror circuit, it's a current mirror, IC is equal to VCC minus VBE, VCC minus VBE divided by R. IC is VCC minus VBE divided by R. VCC minus VBE, we are getting a potential at this point. Yeah, divided by R. that means the current through this resistor, that is equal to the current through this terminal. This is known as a current mirror. So IC is calculated by this, and you will get the time as T as VCC T is equal to VCC into C divided by 3 IC. So you can see here F naught is 1 by T. So it is 3 IC divided by VCC into C. Now you can see an example referring to the circuit of pre-running ramp generator. Determine the frequency of the free running ramp generator if R is set to 10 kilo ohm, assuming that VD1 is equal to 0.7 voltage. So F naught is 3 into IC divided by VCC into C. C is given as, C is here, it's already given as 0.05 microfarad. So 0.05 microfarad can be represented as 5 into 10 to the power of 8. Okay. And VCC is 5 voltage. Then 3 IC. IC is calculated by VCC minus VBE, that is 0.7 divided by R. R is 10 kilo ohm. So we are getting F naught as 5.16 kilo ohm.